Hi, 7th graders. Today we're going to do section 11.6, which is division of integers. Now, our last lesson dealt with multiplication, and we had two rules with multiplication. And the rules were if we multiplied a negative times a positive, our answer was negative. Okay? And the second rule was if I multiplied two negative numbers, or two positive, so if both the numbers were either positive and positive or negative and negative, my answer was always going to be a positive. Those same rules apply to division here. So we're going to get right into the problems here and see. Okay, so I have negative 27 divided by 3. And if you notice in pencil here, I have the answer is 9. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Now we go back and check how many negative signs do I have? Well, I have one negative, so my answer has to be negative. Over here, I've got negative 36 divided by a negative 12. Do our division first. 36 divided by 12 is 3. Now we go back and look, how many negative signs do I have? Well, they're both negative. So two negatives mean my answer has to be positive. Okay, so let's go on to the next examples here. I have 16 divided by a negative 2. Do our math. 16 divided by 2 is 8. And how many negative signs do I have? Just the one. So my answer is negative 8. Over here, I have 56 divided by 6. And, sorry, I said 50. It should be 54. 54 divided by 6 is 9. And both my answers are negative, so my answer has to be positive. Okay, let's go on to the next row here. The next row looks a little different because we have them stacked on each other, but that doesn't change how I do my math. I have 75 divided by 15. Well, 75 divided by 15 is 5. And I have both of these numbers as positive, so my answer has to be positive. Now here we have 0 divided by 13. And any 0 divided by another number is always going to be 0. And remember, 0 is neither positive or negative, so it really doesn't matter that I have one negative. My answer is 0, so it's 0. Now remember, if I had this flipped around with the 0 in the denominator, that is, your calculator would yell at you and say error, okay? Remember, we cannot have a number divided by 0, because when we take 13 and divided by 0. Remember, there's nothing that can go up here that we can multiply to get to 13. That's why you will get an error. It's not possible. So if you see problems with the 0 in the denominator, that cannot happen. Okay? So let's go on. We've got just a couple more problems and we're done with the lesson for today. Actually, we don't have any more problems, so we are done for the day. If you've got any questions, remember, go ahead and email me or text me. Do your division, check for the amount of signs, and put your, whether it's positive or negative at the end, and you are done. Have a good day.